21. Well, he led.
They're off and running, out in a good line too, and upright bounce quickly with Going Fast now. Strike a run from the outside with Sinise Dancer. The outsiders are up 1-2 early. Further back just behind them, Bay Shunk with Upright and Maximal running forward on the inside from Ken Veet, and Gold Venture very wide. Further back in the race, Royal Rambo. Then another excuse. Born to Perform seemed to hit the running rail and lost ground, and Above the Law last of all, 8.50 out. The leader on the inside, Strike a Runner, half Sinise Dancer. Bay Shunk has gone up and out 3 deep, and Maximal's right behind the leaders running fourth, a length and a half to Upright. Outside at Gold Venture, 3/4 further back Ken Veet. Then Royal Rambo, Born to Perform, another excuse, and last of all is Above the Law. Up to the turn they race, and Sinise Dancer goes up to Strike a Run, who's under pressure. Joining them quickly now, Bay Shunk and the red cap. It's quickly rounded up the leaders and hit the front now at the 400. Behind those Maximal and then Upright. Further back Gold Venture down the middle, but Bay Shunk had skipped to the front of the 300-metre mark and opened up 2 lengths in front. After it is Upright now from Gold Venture. Bay Shunk 2 lengths in front of Gold Venture and Upright. Bay Shunk over a length in front. Gold Venture and Upright pecking it back quickly. They've got it. Upright in the middle and Gold Venture. Upright the Sydney Galloper going better. Upright scores a half-length Gold Venture. Third in the race would have been Bay Shunk, and then Above the Law's run fourth. Then further back in the race, Sinise Dancer from Born to Perform. They seem to strike the running rail early. Then Maximal, Ken Veet, another excuse, Royal Rambo, and last of all is Strike a Run.
9 Upright, 461.90. 3 Gold Venture, 170. 6 Bay Shunk at 250.
And on Super Tab number 9, Upright to return $4.70 and $2 even. 3 Gold Venture, 170. 6 Beige Hunk, 250. Treble, 629, $647.20.
Second up after that very impressive first up run behind Speed Week up at Canterbury and Fast Time, and it's got the money from Gold Venture number 3. And Beige Hunk joined them 3 wide coming to the home turn, skipped to the lead, but they gathered it up at about the 200-metre mark out in the middle. And Upright has won this about a half length over Gold Venture, who's just still battling to win one in town. Nearly a length away third is Beige Hunk. 936. 936 at
Okay, more from Brian shortly. Let's go back to Queanbeyan in his time.
And the field in the W.J. McKell Cup is off and running, and one of the roughies, Dolomites, bounced out in front. Zaquita joins it shortly after. Fiordland is third, Harmonia the Grey fourth. Then Lord Garganta, followed by Dustessa, Vitronite, Party Bell, and the last couple are Subway and Praise Indeed. The leader is now Fiordland as they race to the judge. Little or no speed on, and Fiordland under double wraps, about a length and a half Harmonia. Third posse is Dolomites, parked on the inside of Zaquita. Lord Garganta just a little deep at the moment. Dustessa's the inside as Lord Garganta gets a little closer to the fence now. Racing one off same, 2 lengths to the favourite Party Bell from Vitronite, Praise Indeed, and Subway. Over the crossing at the 1800 metres, and Fiordland from the Gay Waterhouse Yard leads for rider Kevin Moses, out by a couple of lengths on Harmonia. Third posse is occupied by Dolomites and then Zaquita. Further back on the inside is Dustessa, then Lord Garganta. Vitronite still racing wide. Party Bell the middle. On the inside is Subway, and Praise Indeed is last. And the old fella's not that far off the lead. He'd be about 10 lengths from Fiordland, who swings to the back of the track and goes to the 1300 with a lead of a length and 3/4 on Harmonia. Third posse another similar margin away is Dolomites over on the inside of Zaquita, and 2.5 lengths further back in the race is Dustessa. Lord Garganta on the outside of the country trained horse, and then comes Vitronite, Party Bell, Praise Indeed second last, and a half length the Subway. They've gone more than half the journey in the McKell Cup, and they arrive at the 1000 now, and Fiordland is making play. A length and a quarter Harmonia. In the third spot, Lord Garganta whipping up very, very quickly. The pace is on now. Zaquita's fourth, Dolomites fifth inside Zaquita, then Vitronite, Dustessa pushed along by O'Brien. 2 lengths to Party Bell, 3 to Praise Indeed, and 3/4 to Subway. Down towards the 600 they travel, and Lord Garganta goes to the front. Harmonia second. Fiordland is back to third. Zaquita's fourth, and 2 lengths to Dolomites, Vitronite, Party Bell, angling for a split, and then Dustessa. 4 or 5 Praise Indeed. The rider's given it 2 or 3 smacks for the whip, and 2 behind Praise Indeed. Subway, they straighten up. Plenty of room for Party Bell, but Harmonia sprints at the 300. Harmonia, 2 Party Bells, Zaquita on the outer. Then Lord Garganta, Praise Indeed is making ground nearer to the inside. Harmonia in front. Praise Indeed is starting to gobble up Harmonia. Harmonia the leader. Look at the old fella, Praise Indeed. Oh, he's a great animal. Away he goes, and to the line goes Praise Indeed to win from either Harmonia or Zaquita. Dead heat for second. But what a grand old horse, Praise Indeed, and he might win his second Brisbane Cup next Monday week. Further back was Party Bell, Every Hope Today, From Dustessa, then Dolomite, Fiordland, Subway, Vitronite, and Absolute Lord Garganta. Well,
Super Tab number 1, Praise Indeed, 590, 190, 7 Harmonia, 375, Zaquita, 280, Daily Double Combination 6 and 1, $58.30.
Indeed, but the issue is in doubt for second and third. The winner, 650 and 220. An 8-year-old Chestnut Gelding by Crazy Moon from Bold Praise, trained by Neville McBurney for RB and AJ Grinberg, Mrs. J.L. Checkick, Mr. Nick and Mrs. Barbara Mason, Mrs. Cale Morrison and S.D. Cruz, and has had 83 starts for 17 wins, 10 seconds and 9 thirds, and today's prize money of $34,000 you can tack on to the $1,070,788 that he'd won prior to this afternoon. A wonderful racehorse. Number 7 is second, Harmonia, ridden by Paul Falvey, has paid $4.70, and number 5 is third, Zaquita, ridden by Brad Pengelly, and it's paid $2.50. 1, 7 and 5 in the McKell Cup, clocked in 2:32.63. 2:32.63, quite an evenly run race, with the sectional at 36.62. Harmonia is by Last Tycoon from Gold Harmony, Anthony Cummings, Paul Falvey, and Zaquita's by Zophany from Asian Princess, Kevin Robinson, Brad Pengelly. So number 1, Praise Indeed, the class horse of the race, taking it out and winning with something to spare. 1.5 lengths, comfortable win, and I'm sure that Corey had a little more up his sleeve on the winner. A nose separated second and third. Now the tapes. Not much more I can say for the others. Party Bell, Every Conceivable Hope. Number 1.
Racing this time, out in a good line, Knightley Sword on the outside, bounce quickly, Flirty Birds going forward with Video Fan and Comprende when they settle into stride, and Rembettiger starting to push forward from the outside, going up towards the lead. Hot Taste just behind those further back in the race, then Swords Drawn. Stormy Jim is out wide from Sweet Lady Bird, Golden Seraph, I like to see that, and Cotton on Flyer. Favourite goes to the front, Rembettiger going down the back and moves a length and a half now to Knightley Sword second. Over on the inside is Flirty Bird running third, 2 lengths further back in the race in Comprende. Going around at Stormy Jim with Video Fan, a length and a half Hot Taste, 1.5 Swords Drawn, 1 to Sweet Lady Bird from Cotton on Flyer, Golden Seraph, and I like to see that last of all. 9.50 out, Rembettiger nearly 2 in front of Flirty Bird, and a half to Knightley Sword, who's running third the outside. A length and a half Video Fan, Stormy Jim outside it, back inside at Comprende. Hot Taste just lost a little ground outside at Swords Drawn, a length and a half further back, Sweet Lady Bird. Then Cotton on Flyer from I like to see that, and last of all the outside Golden Seraph. Rembettiger getting off the fence, and Flirty Bird's got up on the inside of it up to the turn. A length into Knightley Sword out deep third. When they corner from Stormy Jim, getting out wide from Video Fan, Hot Taste, and a gap Swords Drawn and Sweet Lady Bird, and then Golden Seraph pulled out deep. Flirty Bird got up on the inside to hit the front of the 450 metre mark now from Rembettiger, who's starting to struggle, and down the middle of Stormy Jim. Then Hot Taste followed by Video Fan, Knightley Sword a fair way back in the race, Golden Seraph. Flirty Bird grabbed by Stormy Jim. Stormy Jim hit the front with 150 to go. Kick clear. Cotton on Flyer out of the pack, coming home late from Golden Seraph. Stormy Jim in front. Cotton on Flyer won't make up the ground, and Stormy Jim wins a length. Cotton on Flyer second, a half away third, Golden Seraph. Then Flirty Bird, further back Video Fan, Sweet Lady Bird. Hot Taste and Knightley Sword, well back Swords Drawn. Rembettiger dropped right out, and Comprende, and I like to see that is last of all.
Number 4, Stormy Jim, $8.280. 12 Cotton on Flyer, $3.60. 7 Golden Seraph at $2.30.
For Stormy Jim, 780, 270. Number 12, Cotton on Flyer, 370. 7 Golden Seraph, 250. Jason Patton winning rider.
Stormy Jim, Jason Patton is first. Number 12 is second, Cotton on Flyer, Craig Williams. And third, 7, Golden Seraph, Eddie Casa. 4.12.7 here at Sandown, 4.12.7. Stormy Jim scoring, and scoring quite well on the run to the post. Number 4.
Yes, we are. There are the lights. The starters at his stand. Regal 0, keen to get on with it. He jumped nicely from the inside. Regal Zero, Top Weekend and Triple Storm bounced out in front, but going very quickly is Greenhouse Express, and settling Greenhouse Express and Triple Storm put on the speed. 3/4 between them, Market Truce. Regal Zero just behind them with Top Weekend. A length behind Regal Zero, then King Win, Lord Vicare, followed by Over and Above. A couple then to Tsar Royale Covenant next to last, and Absolute as Apache King. They gallop down past the 1,000 at the end of 500, and Triple Storm races to the lead, 2.5 lengths clear now. Second posse is Market Truce, and a couple of lengths away, third Greenhouse Express, followed by Regal Zero. Then Lord Vicare, 3/4 Top Weekend, the outside, about 2.5 to King Win. And then comes on the outside Over and Above, shading Tsar Royale Covenant second last, and Apache King is not travelling well at the tail of the field. They work their way down the side. 600 left to run, and Triple Storm in front by about a length or so. In second posse, Market Truce, and 3 further back, Greenhouse Express, Regal Zero. Then Lord Vicare. On the back of Regal Zero is Top Weekend, and King Winners next as they straighten up. And Market Truce on the outside is racing up to head off Triple Storm. Greenhouse Express a length and a half, third. Regal Zero's coming into the picture, and 2 lengths to Top Weekend, but Regal Zero sprinting very quickly. He hits the front, 120 to go. Top Weekend can't pick him up. Greenhouse Express is battling on pretty well, but it's Regal Zero. Oh, isn't he an improved racehorse? Regal Zero wins again. Top Weekend second, Greenhouse Express third, and then Lord Vicare King Win. Well, Apache King only got mobilised in the last 200. A break then to Market Truce, Triple Storm, Over and Above Tsar Royale, and tailed off was Covenants. Well, he's simply flying, isn't he, this horse?
3 Regal Zero, 340, 167. Top Weekend, 165. Greenhouse Express, 310.
He really flying. Corey, that's 3 wins for Corey today. Ditto in relation to Wednesday. Number 3, Regal Zero first, has paid 340 and 150. Number 7 is second, Top Weekend, and he's paid $1.70. And the third going to number 5, Greenhouse Express, and he's paid $3 neat. Time was 1:30.35. That's a good run on this track. It's only 1.45 outside I Will's race record, and that stood for 16 years. 35.86 was the sectional time, and Regal Zero, trained by John Size for T. Stuckey and Miss P. Yan, is by Victory Prince from a mare called 0 Hour, a 3-year-old chestnut gelding. He's only had 10 starts, 4 wins, 2 seconds and 2/3, and he seems to be getting better every start. So at 3, 7 and 5, and number 1 ran 4th, and that was Lord Vicare. Okay, not much more we can say about that race. Again, you've heard the broadcast. Top Weekend had every possible chance, but found Regal Zero just too good. And he was formerly a resident of the South Coast. He was sold. He came up to the stables of John Size, and the horse has just gone from strength to strength. Here are totes. Number 3, Regal Zero, 340, 150. Number 7, Top Weekend, 170. Number 5, Greenhouse Express, $3. 410, Quinella, $4.10. Exacta, $10.10. 10.10. The trifecta, 79.20. 79.20. The One Praise Indeed. 3 Regal Zero double, 24.20. Corey Brown Daily double, $24.20. And that's about all I've got. The margins, we'll just check on that previous race of the day. No, they're not showing any.
Bank of the favourite at Sandown for race 7.
Queanbeyan follow.
Back, they're off and racing now. Zdenka, yes, she's jumped away okay today. She's gone away with them. And Strange Addiction on the inside bounced quickly from Boundary Boy and Grand Tiller. Copper Wildwood drifts back on the inside, and wider out Mercatus in a bit of a hurry, rushing up towards the front when they come down the straight now. It's Strange Addiction joined now by Mercatus, 2.5 Grand Tiller, 2 further back, then moving up Marlborough. Then Chenwood from Pinterry Boy. Zdenka is midfield in the early point. Boundary Boy is back to the inside. Regal Royal is 3 up. The pace is fairly keen at the winning pace the first time. 2 or 3 further back in the race, Bisca Go-Go, followed by Sure Touch Brakeman. Well back was Jagabar, going out of the straight now with Copper Wildwood, and getting well out of its ground. Daybreak Treat out towards the tail. Out of the straight they go inside the 1900. Mercatus takes it up by 2 lengths to Strange Addiction, 1.5 to Grand Tiller, 2 to Marlborough 4th, and the outside of Chenwood 5th, 1.5 Pinterry Boy. Over on the inside, Boundary Boy, 1 length further back, Zdenka. She's got up on the inside of Regal Royal, 2 lengths behind a Bisca Go-Go, 1 length then to Sure Touch. They're followed by Copper Wildwood Brakeman, 1 length further back is Daybreak Treat and turn. Last of all is Jegabar. Pace right on. Grand Tiller goes up to Mercatus and Strange Addiction in the middle. And three's 3 or 3 in line down the back. And the speed right on. Mercatus kept it now from Strange Addiction. He has to ease back on Grand Tiller back to third. And they got out about 5 lengths. Marlborough outside Shenwood. 2 further back in the race. Boundary Boy, a half Pinteri Boy. 2 lengths further back. Regal Royal followed by Zdenka. A length and a half to 2 further back. Bisca Go around Short Touch. 2 then to Brakeman. Then Daybreak Treat followed further back by Copper Wildwood. And Jegabar back on the inside. Strange Addiction, the grey, got the lead off the back of the 950 metre mark. Got 2 lengths. Mercatus followed by Grand Tiller. Chenwood moving forward now. They're followed further back by Regal Royal. Marlborough back in the middle and getting up on the inside. Boundary Boy, a length further back. Zdenka coming down the side now. Strange Addiction from Mercatus. Pinteri Boy 3 out, a length further back. Boundary Boy. Then Chenwood given a crack with a whip followed by Zdenka. Regal Royal pulled out wide and further back. Then Bisca Go and Brakeman on the turn. Strange Addiction in front of Boundary Boy. Chenwood behind them. Then Mercatus, Pinteri Boy, Regal Royal further out. And Zdenka pulled out deep and Copper Wildwood weaving through. In the straight, 400 to go. Boundary Boy the inside. Strange Addiction. Chenwood coming out after those. Right down the outside is Regal Royal. They're followed further back by Zdenka. Regal Royal is finishing hard right out wide on the track. It's hit the front now from Boundary Boy, Strange Addiction, Chenwood. Then Zdenka and Copper Wildwood. Regal Royal got to the lead. Copper Wildwood after it late. Regal Royal in front. Copper Wildwood trying hard. Regal Royal just in front. Oh! Got tired. Copper Wildwood's dived at Regal Royal. Third home maybe Chenwood, followed by Zdenka. Then Boundary Boy, Strange Addiction, Mercatus from Marlborough. Then Pinteri Boy from Daybreak Treat, followed by Brakeman, Grand Tiller, Short Touch, and then Jegabar and Bisca Go, the last one to pull up.
So Photo 10 Copper Wildwood, 18.30 470. 4 Regal Royal, 14.70 430. 3 Chenwood, 190.
And Copper Wildwood has pegged it back, and the judge has called on the photo. Regal Royal stopping with Copper Wildwood finishing off up on its inside. And the judge going for the print. He looked home and hosed Regal Royal, but Copper Wildwood back inside him didn't give up and was finishing quite hard late. And 4 has lasted. Regal Royal, he's hung on. He's just staggered home. Number 4, Regal Royal, ridden by Noel Kello, has just been there in time. One more bound and Copper Wildwood would have got him. Number 10 just missed, ridden by Brian Park. And third is number 3, Chenwood, ridden by Brett Preble.
Okay, 4 Regal Royal to pay $13.60 420. Number 10 Copper Wildwood $4.20 and 3 Kenwood to pay $1.70. And numbers 9 and 4 for the daily double should return $73 even. About to move up at Queanbeyan, also about